Hello, welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie, and I'm here this evening to do the reading for Scorpio for January 2021. Hey, Jen, auto pull. The white rabbit, be quiet. White rabbit is safe in here to speak up and speak their mind. No worries at all. What's an auto pull? Jen, what are you saying? You can tell we're getting to the end because my tea's almost all gone. It's still nice. I just want to take a break for a moment. So if nobody minds, okay? Oh, good. Good. I normally close everything out and then go back in the long way is what I normally do. But tonight, as soon as it's over, it says new stream, start a new stream. Go right into it and just, we'll begin all over again. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm just going to rest my back for a moment. The readings are, what can I say? Almost a bit too much reality, in a way. For some, it's going to be hard to handle. Accountability. People becoming more accountable for their existence, for their actions, for where they are, for what they do, for what they say, for the effect, more accountable. More, I'm part of this world too, so if something's going wrong, I'm going to suffer too. But if something's going good, I'm going to enjoy that too. Very much part of this world. They are heavy. They are heavy tonight. And it's like I'm getting both sides, two sides to a sign, to the extreme of wonderment and beauty, to the extreme of darkness and worry, faithless, people not having enough faith. Karma does come for us. I've seen karma in action. Unbelievable. Some things that I've seen, it shook my head and said, OMG, what is going on here? As that expression goes, karma will come back and God may allow you to watch. I've seen things happen to just it's real insignificant. It's not important. But just as an example, there was a landlord who wouldn't fix a couple of boards in a deck that was heavily used. It was an entryway, an exit way. It was heavily used, and there was a couple boards. Anyway, my husband, Eric, at that time, who's no more, he went to see the landlord out of the house, and the landlord wanted to talk out in the deck. So they're standing there talking, facing each other, having a conversation. And inside, he was feeling really disappointed, going, I've done what I can do. What am I going to do here? These boards need to be replaced. What am I going to do? That's what he's thinking. The landlord's talking away. They're facing each other. All of a sudden, the landlord's gone. He just vanished in thin air. Eric looks, and there he is. He went through those darn boards. The first thing he said when it was all said and done, and he got hurt. A year later, he was still limping from that fall. But Eric had come in, and he was trying to not smile. He said, I'm not laughing at him. But how's that for the universe in action? I said, I think it's called karma. He goes, well played. Although I'm sorry he got hurt. He goes, but there you go. You should be accountable. See what I mean? For what you're involved in. And that's what happened to him. So, yeah. I hear what you're saying there, Rory. I kind of agree with you, too. It's the worriers. It's the ones that are so quick to not embrace the dark, but acknowledge the reality and the existence of the dark. That makes me angry. I get really frustrated, impatient really quick. because it makes no sense to me. Why cannot people look at the good? Why would you not want to do that? Why would you gravitate toward the dark? I don't mean you, Rory, I mean anybody. Why would a person do that? Because it's like their mind's been poisoned and they've been doing it for so long that it's the most natural thing in the world. Expect the bad. When it gets here, it won't be that bad. Expect the worst. And it won't be so. What? What are you doing inviting this in? You're leaving your doors and windows wide open for anything to come in. And the dark's making a beating path to your door. It shouldn't be that way. It just shouldn't be that way. So, what I also noticed a lot of in life are people that seem to float through life untouched. Everything comes their way with the greatest of ease. Life is good. They never have the struggles that maybe I would have or you would have. They never have to face these things. They never come in. Some people have been living that way for 20 or 30 years. Everything comes with ease. But some of them have been self-centered about it. For those that have, this could be the year where they have to face up, and it's going to hurt. It could hurt very much. Karma doesn't play games at all. I suppose it is an ego thing, isn't it? I don't wish bad on people that have had a good life. But for those that have no compassion outside of their life for anybody else, I got a problem with people like that. For those that can't be there for somebody else to lean on, you think they'd be the ones that could take the weight of you and your problems just so you can lean on somebody for a bit. You can turn to them, you can express yourself. They're the ones that I don't have time for that. Don't have time for this. Very cold, very distant. They isolate themselves from the outside world. Eventually, you've got to come down to the world. That's the way it is. Yes, versus heart-centered. That's right. I'm okay with my life the way it is and where it's at. Could it be better? Yeah, I would imagine. Yes, sir. It could really, truly get better. Um, but I take the little thing. If I run out of things in the house, there's no car. I'm in the country. City's a long ways off. Corner store, the closest one is 5 miles. Then there's another one 2 miles beyond that, the bigger one. They're convenience stores. But if I have a friend and I pay her gas, she doesn't do it for nothing. She'll come, she lives out this way. She'll come down, pick me up, take me to the store, bring me home. I got what I got to get. I don't have a grocery order, but I'm going to eat today. I'm going to have what I need in today. Tomorrow I'll deal with it when it gets here. But this is today. And my gratitude it just oozes. And I always say thank you. To me, it's a big deal that I'm going to have a good night. I'm going to have supper. I'm going to have a good evening. I'm going to be able to relax, do the things I want to do because I'm not feeling like I'm lacking. It takes that away. And then I come back to being extremely grateful for the things that make those days possible. Extremely grateful. So I'm gonna hold you to that, Rory. This is my year. I just I want to see everybody safe and secure, growing, self-sufficient, creating their own security in their life. I want to see people doing that, the people that are closest to me. That's what I want to say. Independent and happy is the big thing. So, anyways, where the heck am I? We're doing Scorpio. That's where we're supposed to be. Let's get started. I've been at this 10 minutes now. Yeah, there's a big difference between wants and needs, isn't there, Rory? I look for my needs to be. If my needs are filled, I'm a really easygoing person. I'm happy. I'm calm. You know, some people would come in to visit and they'd say, blah, 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 blah. And I go, no. How can you stand that? How can you not? How can you live out here? How can you be without a car? How can you stand that? I'd be in the city. No, I'm not. I'm not for the city. I did most of my life in the city, and I'm trying to do the last part of my life in the country next to nature. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough. And, you know, I'll walk around my yard. I have my little dog out for a pee and a poop, and I do touch the trees. I stroke them when I walk by, and I say thank you. I thank the ground. I thank the sky. I thank the clouds. I thank the cold, the water, the rocks beneath my feet, the grass that I'm walking. I thank everything because it's omni. We're all part of each other. And I think of for a split second where my life could be, but where it's not, that's a damn good thing. And I celebrate that as well. I think a lot that way. But if you got to know me, I'm one of the most grounded, logical persons you could ever meet. You'd never guess I was a tarot reader. As for people that think they know me, that don't know about this, they're shocked when they find out. They say, you're like, I've had people say this to me, you're like the most normal human being I know. Everybody's crazy. And then there's you. You're normal. You're just a normal person. I say, yeah, but I'm not perfect. I don't walk around like a flake with my head in the clouds all the time. I still have to deal with my reality, my day-to-day of it all. So, but this is Scorpio. Scorpio usually has a very interesting reading. Again, mysterious. There's always mysterious attached to the Scorpion readings. There's just that air, almost like magic. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, 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 Yvonne. Hello, Angela Byrne. This is for Scorpio. Yes, stay with us and take it in. I'm just beginning. Just beginning. Yvonne, I hope you're settling in okay. I think of you often, Yvonne. Did you catch the Pisces reading, Rory? Because that was done. That was done last night. Oh, really? Oh, Yvonne. May they be your best friend. That's good. That's good, Rory. I'm glad you're Pisces. One of my BFFs is a Pisces. I love her right to pieces. I really do. I really, really do. She's an exceptional person. Most Pisces that I know are like that. Exceptional human beings. Do things that other people won't do for you. I'm cutting the deck right here. And, all right. Then I'm going to shuffle up these as well. The Green Witch. She picks up and she rounds off and tightens up the end of the reading with something which may have not been able to come out with the Oceanic. It'll come out with the Green Witch. It's beautiful. Are you challenged? You're challenging. Oh my goodness. Happy New Year to you, Jessica, and welcome. It's very possible, and you know that, Yvonne. You know that. I know how much you loved your husband and your family, and you have been through the stuff you've been through. I have a friend that went through something quite recently. It's new. And I know it's not meant for me to understand, but I've asked the universe, how can something like this happen so much to one person? How can it be? I don't understand. And you're like my friend. Same thing. Didn't ask for this. Tore her inside out. She's never going to be the same person. Never. She will never recover. You're showing signs of growth. And you've got a lot of life still left in you. I'm going to cut this right here. with the Green Witch and see what comes up for the final card. Oh my. Well, now, that's interesting. All right, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. This and then Sag and then I'm done. Yay. Very, very late. I'm over an hour and a half later than I thought it was going to be. Okay, your very first card. Your overall energy here, Scorpio. The Eight of Swords. Scorpio's not going to like this. Restrictions on anything. But Scorpio can handle what needs to be handled and dealt with. Card number 2, your wealth and finances. I like him. King of Wands. Practicality. A lot of fire there. A lot of passion as well. Card number 3. Your hearth, your home, your family, your relationships. We've got the Hangman. Something's going on. Something is in limbo here. Relationship-wise is what I'm feeling. Number 4, the challenges. If there should be any, we have a repetitive card. We've got the Queen of Pentacles again. She's not a bad repetitive card to have. She's a good one. The final word is the message from Spirit. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. It is the security card of tarot. What a great way to end it. And then we have our Green Witch card right here. Okay. This can mean so many. Every time I have this, I think of the High Priest. Because he represents wisdom. He represents restrictions as well. Not that he causes the restriction, but he's acknowledging certain situations could feel like that for you. There's the thing. Could really feel that way for you. So, where am I? I want 8. All 8s mean change in tarot. All of them. This 8, seeing you on the brink of this change, because you're realizing the way that you're being restricted is by your own circumstances. This could have to do with at work, in a relationship, or even in a project. The card offers and shows the relationship is on lockdown because one of you is not free to make a commitment. Another meaning is being bound by way too much responsibility that leaves no other room for your life. The advice of this card, pretty simple. Just get practical and see that you are in control of your own future. And that's regardless of what other people may be thinking. And you could free yourself when you become less tolerant to the demands of others. It's a sense of freedom for you. Your keywords: separation, fear, burdens, a lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. And sometimes I have feeling to say for you is that even good change can be challenging. Even good change can be bittersweet. As we leave some things go, we leave some things behind, we move away from something, things that we may have loved, things that we may have been comfortable with, but they're done. They've played their part. Their time is done. Sometimes it's hard to let go, to allow change to come in. That's all part of this. All right? So that'll be for some of you Scorpions. Scorpio is usually very much up front, center, and in charge of their life. There's a few shaky moments here for you. For January, a few shaky moments. Money won't be an issue as long as you remain practical with your funds. and the support that you have, the wealth of support in your life as well. You're to embrace that, be grateful for that, be thankful for that, and put that out to our wonderful universe as well. Paying the highest respects. Being thankful for what you have, not what you don't have. What you don't have will come in its own good time. It'll come if it's meant to come. It doesn't even matter how you're looking at things. But here, you have a healthy outlook. You're very appreciative and very grateful. Discern between your needs. Discern between your wants. All right? There's a huge major difference. Huge. I could go on and on for hours about that. I could. I'm not going to. That won't be fair to the Sagittarians. But the King of Wands, and he's the last one in this book. This king, and I love this part. This king is a man of action. All right? He's a man of action. This makes him an engaging companion, also an inspiring leader. He's very self-motivated. He's very entrepreneurial. Does things, gets things done, starts things, follows through with things. Somebody that's real, grounded, and balanced in here in this world. He's also very dynamic and open-minded. You will know what he's thinking because his feelings always show. Travel could be important to him, and he is connected to many people with different backgrounds from his own. If you're resonating with this king is indicating you should expect to find practical solutions to your problems and also see to your network of friends and professional contacts that they continue to grow. The advice: explore your passions and go out and actively look for unconventional people in brand new places. Your keywords are energy, creativity, power, wisdom, passion, freedom, and openness. And you know what? You're one of the few signs that's going to be feeling this passion and this openness, the freedom to move, to do as you please, to do as you feel, to feel what you feel. This is a wonderful card. Financially, I'm not sensing any distressing moments. He's bringing it all together. You want to know why? Because it's getting done right. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever it is that needs to be done with you, Scorpio, it's getting done, and it's getting done correctly. It's getting done right. We've got the hangman that comes up next. And this falls into your hearth and your home, your relationships. He's in limbo. Something has put the brakes on for some of you. Remember, it's a general reading. It's not meant for everybody. All right? So, where is he? There he is. I got him. There he is. When the hangman arrives in your reading, you cannot move forward. Because say somebody's stuck in limbo. You may, you could find yourself waiting for a decision to be made by somebody else. You may also feel that some aspects of your life are on hold. As relationships and projects remain static, there's no movement, there's no growth. That is frustrating, highly frustrating. The lack of control can leave you very frustrated. You may decide to reach a compromise rather than hang around much longer. However, the hangman is asking you to stay calm, think through your options, rather than rush to find an instant way out of a bind. This doesn't even need to be time wasted after all. When you're stuck like this is where you go inward. This is where you have complete control within your own mind. The advice: use this waiting time to see to see your situation maybe in a new light, a new perspective. Find alternative perspectives. You may find even an ingenious solution where you could gain some valuable insight. So you can see there's something negative, something good is coming from this negativity. If the negativity hadn't happened, he wouldn't have had these realizations at all. So this is a good thing. Your keywords are waiting in time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. As far as somebody that's hitting close to home, this is probably a family member. And it's like they've got you hung. And they're not going to release you until they're darn good and ready. There's the thing. And somebody else is coming in and saying, hey, we can get out of this a lot quicker if you want. The thing is, and I've coined this phrase myself, instant fixes only do one thing. They fix things for an instant. And before you know it, you wake back up again, you take note again, and you see you're no further ahead. As a matter of fact, you may have taken 2 steps back. Nothing was fixed, only for an instant, and it doesn't count, and it doesn't matter. You have to be careful about that, all right? But you're going to be gaining valuable insight. Something good is going to come out of something negative here, within the family unit, within your home life. Have faith in that. Hold on to that. Believe in that. Challenges. Excuse me. The Queen of Pentacles. She's a beauty. This queen is affectionate and generous. She's a woman. She is the wise helper. We all want someone like her in our lives. She's a lover of nature, very easygoing, very down to earth. She loves her home and loves her family, and she's practical as well as down to earth. As the U card, the Queen is showing you, now is the time to focus on key tasks. Spend your money wisely. Another meaning is that an influential woman at work could support your career for those that this could apply to. The advice, here's the advice. Become more hands-on. Get more involved. Give your practical help and share any knowledge you have about anything with those who need it. Don't hold back. Step forward. Keywords, generosity, fertility, money, comfort, nature, children, and animals. She's the embodiment of the female psyche. Maybe she's what we all strive for. There's a calmness about her. Somebody's making a decision within the family, within the home, and they're very, very careful about the decision that they're making, realizing that you're all going to be impacted somehow. You don't have to worry about her taking you down, pushing you off. That's not what she's about. She's about love, gentleness, kindness. What she's doing is for the betterment and for the good overall. Have faith in her and trust in her. That's what you need to do. The last card is your message from Spirit. It is the Four of Pentacles. It is the security card of tarot. Now, who's going to turn that down? Not one of you. Not one of you is going to turn this card down. This is the security card of tarot. When your finances, you find, are on track, and at work and relationships, it's all good. It's all happy and very stable. You're able to provide and to care for others overall. You've reached a point at which you can sit back a while and appreciate the strong foundation that you've worked so hard to build, feeling very content and very proud of that. However, because the security has been hard won, you may find yourself resisting positive changes. Give them a chance. You might like it. You might like what you see. The advice: enjoy the period of calm and order, but do stay open to new possibilities too. See? Keep looking for new ways to expand your empire. That way you continue to grow and develop. This is a beautiful thing. Keywords are stability and finances, property, protection, balance, order, foundations. You're sitting on a pretty tight one and a very, very strong one as well. That's beautiful. That's the end of the Oceanic. And now we have the next card, which is the Earth Mother in the Witch's Tarot. The Earth Mother. Let me get the book out here. She's the third major arcana. Shouldn't be hard finding her. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay. Wheat fields and ripened grain on the Earth Mother's staff are symbols of wealth, fertility, and good fortune, while the flock of ducks that accompanies her represent abundance, prosperity, and fertility. All right. The meaning. This is the long one. Abundance, fertility, inspiration, emotional fulfillment, harmony with nature, growth, development. A project nears completion, folk magic, robust health, intellect, domestic joy, security, beauty, sensitivity, pregnancy, fruitfulness, motivation, sensitivity. And your prompt words overall for this card are abundance and fertility. A lot of growth, a lot of birth, a lot of life. In all the best ways, in all of the right ways, put it that way. So, I'm going to drop something out here tonight. Everything keeps threatening to spill off somewhere. So, what a beautiful card. The last 2 cards really in your favor here, Scorpio. And maybe you're aching for a little more anonymity, a little more mysterious, the way of what you're used to. But every now and then, we've got to step into the light. You may not see right off that it's a good thing for you, but I can tell you right now, that was a wonderful reading. That was truly, truly, truly a wonderful reading. Happy with it for Scorpio. We've only got one more sign to read for, guys, and that is Sagittarius. So that's why I'm glad too, because I'm really feeling the fatigue. It's catching up with me. I'm physically feeling it as well. Sorry about that. I just was too lazy to put it back up. You guys have been talking away. So, oh my. Could the 18 that are watching, could 15 of you that haven't yet click the like button and say Happy New Year to me? That's what it'll say. Wish you a Merry New Year. Put some goodness out. Click that like button, everybody. It's free. I think everybody made more of it. I think we're so desperate collectively We take anything that's unusual, that doesn't happen every day, is a major sign of good things to come. Me, I look at that and I go, that's very interesting. Very interesting. But it's all part of the natural world and nature. That's all I look at it. I didn't take it as some kind of glorified sign of things yet to come. That's when I say I'm logical and grounded, that's what I see. I was into astronomy for a while. I had a telescope, the whole 9 yards. So when you see things like that, it's exciting because you're not going to get to see it again. There is all that, but it doesn't mean it's a sign from heaven. It doesn't mean that at all. I don't believe that it does. You know, yes, that's right. Sometimes we get king tides in my backyard, and I watch those. Look, when we got a king tide, I just sit here and shake my head and say, "Oh my God, am I ever glad that I'm living up on the hill and away from that?" Because the waters will, they go right up over the, comes right in, the beach disappears, right up over the headland and down the other side, which is coming towards this way. The tidal ponds flood, everything floods. The little path that I use to go from the ground, the road, onto the marsh, that's all flooded. I have to go up and around kind of a thing, but it is. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I won't pretend. So, you got any say on that, Jennifer? Excuse me. Same to you, Irene, and thank you for being here. What do you think of the age of Aquarius and all that having to be related to Jupiter and Saturn? Anybody? Rory's starting a conversation here. I guess nobody has anything to say about it, nothing to add. Not a sorry, yeah. I think that's it for this. I'm going to get into my last one. Yes, I agree. I agree, Jim. Yeah. I'd have to do a little more, to be honest with you, Rory. I'd have to do a little more reading up on it, researching it, and I'd give you a definite opinion. What I personally think, anyway. Sometimes things that are part of the natural world seem to be the most exceptional of all, when really they're just the normal occurrences. So you'd rather I do a reading? Well, something to consider. That's for sure. Um, I want to get on to the last reading, which is our Sagittarius reading, so we can really chill and get through the month of, I don't know what to think of it. January, I don't know what to think. It's different for everybody in some ways. And then there's commonalities between the signs. I'm hoping for a lot of forward growth here with people, for those that really need to have it. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyways, I want to thank you all for the past year, for being here, being supportive, being interested, absorbing your signs and the messages that have come forward for you. Thank you so much for having your presence here at the time when they're all going down. Um, People that are light workers, as we are, that includes all you guys too, because we're trying to make our life better. In essence, we're trying to make the world better so that our life is better. Um, You're doing the right thing because you're trying. Universe takes note of such things. It's not going to turn its back and ignore what you're trying to do. Your intentions are good. That's all you need to worry about and strive forward. I think we've all become quite professional in things regarded and connected to 2020. We've had things pushed on us. We've become a little more enlightened. It seems like none of it happened. It seems like a dream. It seems surreal, but there's been nothing more real than the virus. So, Happy New Year to you, Yvonne. May this year be a blessing for you, truly. You've become quite cold, have you? You don't sound like you are. You really don't. You don't sound like you are, Rory. You sound very balanced, very open. You've got an open mind. You're not real quick to come down and hammer on something or an issue or a subject. That would be a self-protected mode that you're in, becoming cold. Self-protection. So a lot of people out there want to take advantage. And maybe some have taken advantage of you. They've used you for their own means. And you trusted, that would be enough to make somebody turn cold as well. Karma will pay a visit there, Rory, and you know that. Thank you for being here, Irene. I'll see you next year. I'm going to stop this for the moment. You're an oak. I like oak trees. They plant. I like what they represent. Everything to plant the roots deeply. You can't take an oak down. There's the thing. Hi, Linda. We're just about ready to close her up. We're done with this one. Scorpio, we're going into Sagittarius within the next couple of minutes. So everybody, please take care of yourself. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for being part and walking the trail with us all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. But you're not guaranteed to get notifications. You could, if you just bank on YouTube, you'll probably miss some of our readings. If you don't want to do that, you can come into Facebook. Forget that you're in Facebook. Come right into our group. Our group is private and it's closed. Anything goes on in there stays in there. You want to be active. You want to be observant and quiet. You do whatever you want that makes you comfortable. But you're with your own kind in there. And what a great group. If you are in need of support of any kind, if you need advice, they jump right to the spot. They're there to help. You're a Vedic Scorpio. So anyways, here we go. Keep your integrity in front of you. That keeps you on the straight and little narrow path of proper spirituality, trying to do things the right way. Let your emotions grow, such as compassion and understanding, acceptance, non-judgmental, these kind of things. Let these things grow within you. It makes you a more well-rounded, grounded human being. We're still human beings. We're here on terra firma. We can't change that until our time is called. Hopefully, I asked to stay another 80 till I'm 82. That's what I said. Let me live till I'm 82. Gives me another 20-some years, you know. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I wish you all so much love, calm, peaceful, fulfilled, and contentment are the things that I wish from the universe to you all. You're a beautiful, beautiful species of people. You're here. That's what makes you beautiful. It says a lot. Thank you all so much, everybody. I'll be back in a few minutes with Sagittarius. Happiest of New Year's. And I'll see y'all next year. 2021. Bye for now.